is an image of an arch that President Donald Trump has recently proposed to be built in D.C. Just at first glance, it resembles what I would think a portal would look like, or an entrance from one place to another. But as we get a closer look, the statue at the top of the arch also looks familiar. Obviously, in America, we think of the Statue of Liberty when we see this, but let's examine the resemblance that Lady Liberty shares with the Greek sun god Apollo, or Helios Christos. We see the sun god symbolism shared between the two, with the rays beaming out from their heads. This is a shared attribute between Apollo and Helios, whose identities were somewhat merged throughout the Hellenistic period, when Apollo increasingly adopted Helios' solar role. And the reason I bring up Helios Christos is that his name literally translates to Christ the True Sun, S-U-N. The name Apollo is more covertly Antichrist than Helios Christos. And there's a direct linkage between Apollo and Lucifer, which is the Latin term for the light bringer. They're also both depicted holding a torch in hand, symbolically bringing enlightenment or illumination to the world. In fact, Lady Liberty was originally named Liberty Enlightening the World. But now what we see on the proposed arch is that Apollo has wings, signifying his return to angelic or deity status. And underneath the statue we see the phrase, "One nation under God." But this, of course, begs the question, which God? Is it the one true God, the Most High Yahweh? Or is it literally the God who's standing just above the phrase, under God, who's also holding its hands in the as above so below formation like Baphomet? And while we're on this topic, let's take a look at this blasphemous AI-generated image that recently garnered mainstream attention when Donald Trump posted it to his social media. Of course, at first glance, we notice that it depicts the president as Jesus Christ, which is blatantly evil. But as we examine the image more closely, there's a familiar silhouette at the top of the image. Doesn't this look familiar? But what blew me away about this is that the majority of mainstream media outlets, even those who openly oppose the president, seem to crop the image to cover the silhouette of Apollo in the background. It's possible that when someone on the world stage, like the president, covertly shows their spiritual allegiance like this, it's actually a signal to other actors on the same stage throughout the world to announce an achievement of a particular goal within the fallen angel agenda. And this all comes on the heels of what has repeatedly been called the Golden Age all throughout President Donald Trump's second term. In fact, on day one of his second term as President of the United States, just hours after his inauguration, he held this announcement of a new joint project with none other than Sam Altman, Larry Ellison, Masayoshi Son, and the United States government for the furthering of artificial intelligence, a project aptly named Stargate. While the media and talking heads turned the world's attention to the election, something much more sinister was taking place in the shadows. Let's watch this disturbing clip of the announcement where he quite literally tells us that he's going to do things that, quote, people will be shocked at, and references this golden age several times.
As president, we're back, and we had a great first term, but we're going to have an even better second term, and I think we're going to do things that people will be shocked at. But to announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's all taking place right here in America. As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison, SoftBank CEO, my friend Masayoshi Son, and CEO of OpenAI, and I would say the by far the leading expert based on everything I read, Sam Altman. So that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it.
Because this is the, as you said yesterday, this is the beginning of golden age of America. This is one great example, I think, right? We wouldn't have decided to do this.
I think so.
This is the beginning of golden age. We wouldn't have decided unless you won. And yesterday we agreed, we signed to make this happen. This is the beginning of our golden age. Thank you very much.
Thank you.